Hey my darlings, welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are good. Today I'm going to be talking about my story, how I got cyberbullied and how that led me to almost dying and everything that came with the terrible experience that I went through. So yesterday I decided to write the story down in my diary, because I've actually realized that when I write things down, it helps me express myself so much better, and I'm able to, let it all out, because I'm not a person who, would scream or shout, or I'm not a loud person who would punch the walls when they're angry, or, would resort to other things to make them feel better. So I just write my emotions down, and, it makes me feel better. It's therapeutic for me, whether it's good or bad. And the reason why I also did that as well is because YouTube doesn't allow me to upload a video that is more than 15 minutes, so it's a bit of a hassle for me. So I actually had to put the story in one video and try and squeeze everything in. So I took the most important things from the story. And yeah, if there's anyone who can help me in terms of how I can make my videos longer on YouTube, because I'm at the moment I'm using my iPhone to edit and to upload videos. Please let me know, tell me how I can actually make my videos longer and still get to upload them on my YouTube. So yeah, let us begin my story time about cyberbullying and how I almost died. I met someone on WeChat. It was practical for me. I'm not a person who socializes much or goes out clubbing and all of that. And I was single back then, so I was like, okay, let me try something new. Let me try this app and see if I can meet someone that I can connect with and possibly become friends with. If it takes if life takes a different angle or a different turn, we can end up dating. So we started talking. He was a white guy, a businessman, but he wasn't South African, right? We vibed, we connected, we exchanged numbers, and after a month, we decided to move to WhatsApp because it was more practical for us, and we wanted to, take things up the notch. So we started communicating every day on WhatsApp, via calls, via SMSs, via voice notes. It became regular, where even on days where we didn't communicate for half the day or whatnot, it didn't feel right, because we were so used to talking every day, and it just felt great talking to each other. So the next level of our relationship, if I may call it, was us exchanging pictures. So it started with normal pictures, face pictures, normal pictures where I was dressed up, and then it got deeper, where we started exchanging some sexual pictures, some almost nude pictures, not really nude, but almost nude pictures, like explicit pictures, if I may say so myself. And after that, we carried on, we talked, and after 5 months, we decided to set up our own our first meeting. Sorry, we decided to meet for the first time. I remember it was a Friday, right? So he told me to request an Uber and meet him somewhere in Houghton. I'm not gonna tell you the exact place. And he also told me that he's gonna pay for it, so I shouldn't worry, I should just get an Uber driver. So I got my neighbor, who was also a friend of mine, so he is actually an Uber driver, and every time when I needed to go somewhere, I'd actually go across my place to ask him to take me somewhere. I didn't have to request. So while I was doing that, so after that was set up, I had already gotten transport. The guy tells me that we must make our way, right? The guy I'm going to meet tells me we must make our way to that place in Houghton. He's in a meeting. It was about 5 o'clock, so he was like, he's in a meeting until 5:30 to 6, so we can soma make our way there. So yeah, my girl is ready, I'm all dressed up, I smell good, I look good, nails done, weave on fleek, like makeup on fleek. I'm just ready to meet this guy, and I'm so excited but nervous at the same time, right? So We arrive at the destination and he tells us that he's in the office, he's locking up, he can see the car from where we are, because I had already given him, you know, the make of the car, or the car model and the number plates, to be like, hey, we're here, so when you're done, just, you know, holler at me or come to the car. So yeah, 10 minutes went by, we're still waiting for him. How? I'm wondering, guy so like a so me and my friend are talking in the car, really. I still stress. 20 minutes go by, so still nothing. How? Where's this guy, Matong? Why isn't he showing up? And then I get a text from him saying to me, I must get out of the car. So I'm like, oh, okay, he's probably on his way back, you know, let me just, you know, get out of the car. And yeah, you know, fixing myself, looking. And he tells me, I get another text, right? And he tells me, I must stop any guy that's walking past, and I must tell that guy, you know, to have sex with me. Like, out of the blue, guys, I'm getting this text, and this guy's like, stop any guy that's walking past you right there and tell them to take you to a hotel where you guys are gonna have sex, and make sure you take a video of that sex session. I want to see your faces, and send it to me. If you don't do that, I'm gonna post all the pictures that you have sent me throughout the months on every social media or network, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I'm gonna expose your pictures. Oh my gosh, guys, I felt like I was dreaming. I felt like I was in a movie. I was so confused because I didn't understand what's happening. I mean, here I am thinking I'm going to meet this guy that I've been talking to for months, and a guy that, you know, I've grown to trust, and he's telling me to do this. And now it's like, okay, what is happening? What just happened? What bomb just dropped on me? It was just so bad, guys. It was just so bad. My heart literally stopped, like right then and there on the spots. So I just became dizzy. I felt lightheaded. My world was just on a standstill because I didn't know what was happening, right? So he sent me another message while I was standing there trying to figure out what was going on, and he was like, if you move, if you scream, if you decide to leave, I'm gonna shoot you, so better not do anything stupid, do what I'm telling you to do. Here I am shaking, I don't know what to do. I had to think fast then and there. I don't know what came over me though, but as I was standing there, I was like, you know what, screw this. I'm just gonna go straight into the car, and I'm gonna tell this guy, I'm gonna tell my friend to drive off very fast as he can. So that's what I did. I forgot about my phone a bit and what he was saying, and I went back into the car, and immediately when I went back in the car, I could tell that my friend could see that there was something wrong. He could see that, no man, something is not wrong, something is not right here. She's a bit shaken, she's nervous, what is going on? So I was like, let us leave now, let us go now, like move, like faguwan just hambe. And while I was like trying to, you know, get myself together, and while my friend was still asking me, what's happening, what's going on, I look, you know, through the window, and I see a guy standing there, a black guy standing by the window, looking at me and my friend dead in the eye. Like, it was this turn, and here's a guy standing there looking at us dead in the eye. He didn't do anything. He had his hands in his pockets, but he didn't do anything. He didn't say anything. He just stood there. My goodness, guys, I was so confused. I was so scared because I was like, who is this? Like, this is not even the guy that I was talking to all along, because that guy is a white guy and this is a black guy. He's standing here out of the blue, he's just there. Yo, my gosh, guys, yo, trust, it was really bad. You know, it was really bad. I was confused, I was lost, I just didn't know what was happening. Like, benga understand, and I still don't understand even today who that guy was. I still don't know who that guy was. I still don't know how things took a turn so quickly, and it is so bad. So what we decided to do was, okay, moto. He dropped me off by my place, and when I got there, I couldn't do anything. I just got straight into bed, and I was scared. The sound of the wind blowing scared me. The sound of footsteps freaked me out. The sound of my phone vibrating like really freaked me out to the extent I decided to switch it off, right? So what happened after that, I decided to block him. So I'm blocker. He got hold of me again. He sent me a message using an SMS using another number, and he was like, so you decided to block me, bitch. I'm gonna get through to you, and don't think you're gonna go to the cops, because if you do, I've got money. I can get my way, out of every situation or any situation. So don't do anything stupid. So, whew, guys, it was really bad. It was really bad. What I did though the next day is I just decided to switch my phone off. I went to the cops though with my friend, the one that was with me that day, and we opened a protection order. I got to the police station. I told the cops everything that happened. I told them that I'm being threatened, I'm being cyberbullied. This person is saying that they're gonna expose me. Here's his number. Here are his pictures. If anything happens to me, then you know who's responsible for this, guys. So they called the guy, and they luckily he answered. They told the guy, "We'll see if anything happens to this girl, then you are gonna be in trouble, because we know we've got your picture, we can track you down." And he actually stopped. He stopped after that. Since today, basically, he hasn't reached out to me or said anything or done anything. But I just wanted to share the story because, guys, cyberbullying is real. Cyberbullying is deep. I almost committed suicide. I remember that night when I went back to my place, I just wanted to kill myself, because I was like, I've got a family, I've got a child. If they happen to see these pictures, then I am doomed. My reputation is doomed. Like, what am I gonna do? I've got a job that where I get my bread and butter from. I make a living through this job. What is gonna happen if I get exposed? So I'm sitting right in front of you today as a cyberbullying survivor. And I also wanted to add that you might be going through the same situation. You are not alone. You might feel like it is the end of the world. Trust me, God has your back. I am the living testimony of that. So God has your back. You might have needed to hear this. Someone out there might have needed to hear the story. Someone out there might be going through the same situation. Do not give up. Do not commit suicide. Do not think that your life, has fallen apart. You are not alone. I am here talking about this because I know it might, help someone out there. And just believe through everything that you go through, you are more than a conqueror. And for you to be here even today or till today, God has a greater plan for you. If you do decide to be on these social networks, or decide to meet someone on a dating app, you must make sure that you go with someone you trust. Go with a friend, a relative, someone that has got your back, and someone that's gonna protect you should anything come up. Also have backup. It's important. And open up about what you go through or the decisions that you're about to make. Even if you're seeing someone, tell your friend about it. So I'm seeing this guy, this is his picture, this is where he stays. Tell someone about it, because you'd never know what situation you might end up in and what danger you might face in the future. So yeah, and another thing that I wanted to add is for you never to trust anybody. Do not trust Jack. Do not even trust a fly, guys. It's that deep. Do not even trust a fly. And don't ever trust someone enough to send your nude pictures or videos or whatnot. That ish backfires. We've seen it, and it is real. It happens. Don't ever take that for granted. And yeah, so don't gamble with your life. That's another point that I wanted to mention. Do not gamble with your life. Your life is more important. You've got family and friends and people that care about you. So don't ever take that for granted and do things that might put your life in danger. And learn from your mistakes. Learn from your mistakes, and don't ever do that again. Make sure I've been through this. I will never do it again. So yeah, I hope that I was able to shed some light on cyberbullying and what it does. And I hope that someone out there watched this and it meant something to them, and it even prevented them from making the same mistake that I've made in the past. I will put my email address down below. If there's anyone who wants to open up about their story or talk to me in any way, please don't hesitate. I can see how I can help you, giving you advice or someone to talk to and open up to. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Mwah.